have to try. Even if you feel it's the hardest thing and you want to give up, don't give up, because you never know what could happen. You never know. And that's what I try and tell parents. Because I have parents that tell me, no, I'm giving them their space right now in middle school. And I'm like, not right now. Don't give it to them right now. Wait till they get to high school and then start taking off a guardrail. See that they can, that little voice that you taught them, that if they do wrong, mom and dad are going to get after me. So let me stay on the narrow. Let me go the right path.
All right, WiddyUP family. Today's guest is someone who redefines what it means to pour into others. She's not just a mom. She's a mom of 6. She's just not a proud grandma. She's a grandmother of 3. And if that's not enough, she's also a science teacher, a nurse, an entrepreneur, and a coach. But here's the real magic. Jean doesn't just wear titles. She lives impact. From the classroom to the sidelines, from the hospital to her own home, she's been shaping lives, building confidence, and giving back to her community in ways most of us can only hope to do. So get ready, because on today's episode of the We Are All Awesome show, we're celebrating a true powerhouse, someone who reminds us all that greatness isn't about what you do once, but about how you consistently show up for others. Jean, welcome to the show. We are honored to have you here today. WiddyUP.
Brandy, good afternoon, sir. The We Are All Awesome show here on a Wednesday afternoon. How are you?
Good. How are you doing, Potter? Good afternoon.
Oh, I'm really good. It's been a action-packed week. I had the opportunity and privilege to speak to a fundraising chairperson of all things with a Salsa and Baker Club named Jean Garcia, who we have joining us on today's show. I cannot wait for you to hear from her. Absolutely inspiring and encouraging.
Okay, now that sounds very interesting. I want to hit the salsa first. Although I'm not a dancer, I like watching salsa, but baking is something I love to do as well. I could bake those chocolate chip cookies as well.
I don't believe it. I'll have to try it to believe it. Jean Garcia, how are you this afternoon?
Fine. We're doing fine over here. It's hot, but it's good.
Tell us, where are you for our listeners?
We're in Laredo, Texas, right next to the Mexican border.
Okay, so Jean, I'm a big Dallas Cowboys fan. How far are you guys from, I don't know if it's Irving or are they still in Irving, Texas, but how far are you from the Cowboys?
I think we're like 8, well, Dallas is about 5 hours, so I think about 8 hours.
Oh, okay, so a little bit further, a little bit of a distance. Okay, I seen you smile when I said Dallas Cowboys.
We're a Broncos fan in the family. We're Broncos.
Okay, got it. In addition to everything else you're doing, you're also a big football fan then.
Basketball and football.
Okay.
I've been coaching for over 20 years. So
Wait, basketball as well?
I didn't play, but I coach it.
We're gonna have another session.
More of a cheerleader.
Yeah, no, I coach youth basketball as well. We got to talk about the type of offenses and defenses you run, but we'll leave that for another segment.
All defense.
I love it. We're already off to a great start. Defense wins championships. I love that mentality.
We got to jump in right there. Tell us about you. Tell us about your journey.
I started really young. My parents are military parents, so I was always taught I cannot is not a word in our vocabulary. I don't know doesn't belong in our vocabulary. You never lie, and you do for others. So with that in mind, I became a nurse, and then I started having kids, and I was like, okay, that's enough. No more nursing. We opened a daycare center, and I loved it. Like, I had babies galore everywhere, and to see their little brains just light up every time they saw a green leaf, and I'm teaching R-E-D, red, R-E-D, red. Let's go find some red plants. And they would pull the rose petals and stuff. I just loved it. It was just so much fun. For me, it was just like, okay, let's go have fun again. This isn't work. This is fun. And if I get paid to go have fun, let's go do it. And so then I had the daycare center, had 6 kids. My daughter got out of Pampers, and I was like, okay, let's go to school now. And then I became a PE coach first, and then we moved into the science classroom. Been ever since as a science teacher.
You noticed, Randy, she skipped right over, she had 6 children. Can you 6 children, are they at home? Are they out of the house now?
All gone. We're empty nesters. Oh my God. I told my husband, I have to learn about you again. Okay, let's do this again. Even though we've been married 37 years,
Congrats.
I have a 32-year-old son that's leaving to Seattle for his wife's birthday this weekend. And then I have a 30-year-old son, has my 2 grandbabies, 5 and 4. And then I have Christopher, who's a band director. He's in Kingsville. He's 27. And then Jacob is 24. Matthew's 23. No, Jacob's 25. Matthew's 23. And Tori is 21.
Wow.
And they're all professionals. Thank the Lord.
So
Amen.
That is both an enormous accomplishment in and of itself. And then you've got to tell us, looking back, what do you think helped them find their own path in life?
Letting them know that they can do anything if they just try. Just try it. Just like when mom tells you, you got to eat it. And even though you don't like it, just try it. You're going to like it later, or you might like it and you're going to say, okay, I'll eat it. So it's always try it. When they came into 6th grade, and even up to 6th grade, there's no sports or anything for them that's based from school. It has to be by the boys and girls. A parent has to run it. So in 6th grade, I was like, no, I don't want a parent running. I want them to be involved with the school. And so I made them all get into band. They learned, all 6 of them learned how to play an instrument.
Yep.
But they were all sports kids. So as soon as 7th grade came, they were like, we're out of band. And nope, you have another year in band. You owe Mr. Garcia, the band director. He said he'll share you. So you're gonna do both, and it's a commitment. You follow through and you finish. We're like, okay. So they did.
Love it.
I think it's constantly letting them do, giving them the space to try new things, but to be there to say, you're not doing it right. Like, you need to do it right. You can't just give up.
So you put up the guardrails, but you give them the freedom to try things.
Exactly.
And then again, as you put it, the way you were raised, can't is not a word.
It's just, you're having trouble. Find somebody to help you.
Can you repeat those? I think you had 3 or 4 phrases.
I can't.
I can't.
I don't know. You don't lie to mom and dad. And you always go to church on Sunday.
Okay.
So that was my parents' thing. So every time we said we can't, my dad would just look at us like, what do you mean? What do you mean you can't? Okay, Dad, I need help. I'm having trouble. Yeah. And he would show us, he goes, I got it working. See, all you had to do was ask.
I see.
So it got us to asking more, like, okay, I need help. Can somebody help me? Show me how to do this so I can do it on my own. And so my kids are the same way now. My daughter calls and says, I built an electric bike. And I was like, what? How? Well, on the base, they were giving the free thing away because a guy said he couldn't do it. So I sat there with my husband, and my husband was looking at me like, you're weird. And she said, I don't do it. It's a loss of money. So I'm just going to figure it out. And so she did. And he calls me, Victoria made an electric bike, and I helped.
Wow.
I said, did you help or you watched? So yeah, it's like, you have to try. Even if you feel it's the hardest thing and you want to give up, don't give up, because you never know what can happen. You never know. And that's what I try and tell parents. Because I have parents that tell me, no, I'm giving them their space right now in middle school. And I'm like, not right now. Don't give it to them right now. Wait till they get to high school, and then start taking off a guardrail. See that they could, that little voice that you taught them, that if they do wrong, mom and dad are going to get after me. So let me stay on the narrow. Let me go the right path.
I also like the daughter's name is Victoria. Is that right?
Yes,
I also like that she said, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out.
And they have.
You and I were originally introduced because of your interest in a fundraiser for the Salsa Bakers Club. And
yes, my guys.
I was inspired by what you're doing there. What sparked the idea? Tell us about this club.
It came out because a district doesn't allow us to go be with our kids at the state. My boys are very blue collar. Let's get our hands wet. Let's go build something. Let's do animals. Let's dig holes. Those are my boys. We're ranch people. So They were
Okay.
like, hey, the school mom, I'm going to join FFA. Okay, cool. Let's join FFA. And when they told me we have to be out there a whole week, meaning I have to drive them over there. And how are they going to get lunch? How are they going to get their animal stuff? And what if they forgot something? I'd have to be out there the whole week. So I was like, how can I do this and still get paid? Oh, I'm going to make a club. So I made the club. And the first year I did it, I had over 60 kids going, we want to learn how to bake. I was like, okay, let's figure this out.
And these are the kids. How many of them are like boys versus girls that wanted to
There
bake?
was a lot of boys that year. My first year, there was more boys than girls. I
Okay.
was like, okay,
Okay.
this is cool. And then it got to, okay, the club started to shrink. And I was like, okay, why is it shrinking? Oh, because they're not kids that want to be outside. Because they would tell me, Mom, I smell like animal poop. I'm like, yeah, that's ranching, all right. We've got steers, we've got lambs, we've got pigs, and I would take them out there and I'm like, look at the animal. What's wrong with the animal? You have to learn how to clean up after. You have to learn how to feed it. If it's sick, how are you going to nurture it? And they're like, we don't want to raise, we just want to bake. I'm like, I understand that, but if you want to do this a whole week and get a whole week off and go to Life Downs and be at the high school, when you get to high school, you have to do this. So we have a lot of kids now. This is my 10th or 12th year. I don't remember. But we have, right now I had a total of 30 kids signed up.
Wow. Okay.
And we had our first food handlers because I make sure that they get the food handlers training. So they had it on Monday and they were like, oh, we have food handlers. I'm like, I have chips. I have juice. I have, what else do you want? Popcorn? I have popcorn. And so they were like, okay, we're staying. And so they all filled up I have 2 classrooms. You can see I have the back, which is my science, and we do labs back here. And then I have my desk over here with this classroom. So it was completely full. And the lady's looking at me. She goes, I thought there were like 10 or 15. I'm like, not this year. This year, there are a bunch of babies, brand new.
Okay. Okay.
I have 30 kids and they're already like, can you taste my salsa? I'm like, I don't taste salsa. That's one thing I will never taste again. But it's a lot of fun. I think I did it so I could be with my family at the state fair in February. So I had to work all first semester and then be able to go out there that week. But in the long run, I'm still doing it. And I have nobody at the state fair anymore. It's been a while. And my husband says, are you going to retire from it? I said, no, I really like it.
Oh, so the salsa was the eating part, not the dancing salsa.
Yeah, no, it's the eating part. And some of
Okay.
the sauces are very creative. I had one
Okay.
that said it was a melon salsa. And I was like looking at it going, okay, I'll taste it. Because normally I'll taste it with a
You gotta
chip.
try it. You gotta try it.
I have to give them a critique. So I'm like, oh, this one doesn't look good to me. This doesn't look good. So I had a friend who he was here, but he moved to another school. He loved it. So I was like, hey, come try the salsa with me. I stuck it in my mouth. I wanted to spit it out. And he's looking at me when you're turning all shades of red. And I'm like, this is not good. This tastes like vomit from overnight hangover. It's bad. So that whole day I was around the corner of my portable throwing up nonstop. And I was like, so it was just hilarious. And ever since then, now my police department that's here on campus are like, are you doing salsas? I go, they're coming on the 15th. You can taste them all you want.
I love that. I love that.
The kids laugh at me because I'm like this, like I'll taste something like, this tastes disgusting. And they're like, really? I'm just kidding. That's good. So yes, I love when they start baking. So we're pretty
it's a super hands-on club.
yes.
Obviously, there's a pretty real element of creativity and it's community-oriented. How have you seen cooking, baking help kids build confidence or discover talents that they didn't have?
Wonderful. Like I've seen kids, they're selling their goods on Facebook. And they'll come and tell me, Miss Garcia, I'm making over $100 a week. And I'm like, that is awesome. Well, how much are you making? And she's like showing me her face page, the banana breads in little containers. I'm like, how much do you sell them for? She's like, $10. And how many do you sell a week? Like 50. "Really? Wow." She goes, "Well, you showed me." I was like, "Well, yeah, that's good for you. That's money in your pocket. That is awesome." I have a kid. He already went to college, and he'll chime in every once in a while because his mom is the assistant librarian here. He makes those pecans, the roasted pecans with cinnamon and sugar, and he always tells me, "Miss Garcia, just because I learned from you, and now I'm making money for college." I'm like,
Oh, wow.
"That's awesome. Keep doing it. Sell it out of the door, but I don't just sell it." Sell
Yeah,
it.
yeah. No, that's a big target market there. College
Yeah.
students and selling those
Yep.
pecans.
That's what my son did when he was in Kingsville. He would sell tortillas with jalapeno pieces and cream cheese, like the
Oh,
jalapeno peppers.
I
But he
love
would
it.
yeah.
the tortilla.
Gene, I'm from Texas. You're making me hungry talking like this. You know that. I've got to I've got to ask, Randy and I get the opportunity to speak to lots of educators, kids, folks in the K through 12 space. And one thing that we speak a lot about includes the opportunity for kids to have real world experience and the importance of that skill building. And I'm curious, what do you recognize when they're doing something like the Salsa Bakers Club in relation to an impact over what they might be getting from a typical classroom setting?
They're actually building relationships with each other.
Hmm.
That's what it is. And when you're in the classroom, you're too busy writing notes, you're too busy trying to do the assignment, and the talk is cheap. When they're together in that kind of environment, you can hear them. And sometimes my partner will be like, "Did you hear that what they were talking about?" I was like, "No, they're talking about different types of frosting." I was like, "What? Frosting? Okay." And how are
Okay.
they going to make it better? Like they're speaking to each other in a relationship kind of bonding kind of thing, which you wouldn't see in the hallway or you wouldn't see in the classroom. It's a different bonding. And they're cool about it. And it's like, "Miss Garcia, can I show my mom? Why don't you bring her in? She can come." I'm like, "Yeah, why not? Are you sure?" I'm like, "Sure. If she's got a talent, let's bring it in." Okay.
Yeah.
And I have parents come in. "Can I show them how to make the design?" "Sure, go right ahead. Just tell me what you need and I'll get it for you." And so I always tell the parents, "Come, be with them. They want you here. They want to show you what they're doing." And the parents love it. I'm like, that's the time you're going to spend with them, because when they get to high school, they don't want to be with you. Right now they'll be with you. So cherish it, because I love to see it. I mean, I got to spend all the time with my kids. Like, do it. If I can get the parents to come in, and that's why sometimes my meetings and the events that we do, I wait till 5 o'clock. I'm still at school until 7, 8 o'clock at night, because we're baking with the parents because they get out of work at 5. So I can't. I'm like, "No, I'll wait. I'll wait till the parents. We'll start at 5 and we'll finish at 7. I'm sure. Yeah, no problem.
It's interesting because Randy and I hear from parents that a big worry of theirs is whether their kids will find their thing in life. And I'm curious, from your perspective, what role can schools or programs like your club play in helping kids explore and discover what makes them unique, what their thing is?
I think clubs, and especially teachers that are open to speaking about what they've done, what they've experienced, allows the kid to kind of dive into, well, what is that kind of
Yeah.
thing? And when you explain it to them, they're like, "Whoa, can I look it up?" "Sure, go look it up." Like when they ask me, "How many degrees do you have?" "You really want to know? I have a lot." They're like, "How?" I go, "Guys, you all are very smart. English, 1301, the first one, you don't have to take it. Go challenge the test. You've already done all that all through high school. Just go challenge the test. Algebra, you take it in high school. Go challenge the test. The more you challenge, the less time you waste in school."
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right. That's right.
And they're like, "We can do that." I go, "You can do anything you put your mind to."
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Randy,
Mm-hmm.
oh, go ahead, Gene. Tell me.
And sometimes they'll tell me, "What's the hardest subject that you've tested?" I go, "Pharmacology for nursing." They're like, "How
Oh,
did you pass I was like, I studied for 2 weeks. I had to get an 80 or better. I got an 83. And I was like, thank God I don't have to take that class.
Yeah.
They laughed.
Yeah, that's
So,
amazing.
and I tell them they're very smart. I go, you're very smart. It's just you don't know yet until
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
tells you. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you, you're smart.
Yeah.
So
No, I
I
get it,
think
for
a
sure.
lot of it
Sure.
is for them to experience and let people come in, because I will find people to come in and talk to them all the time.
Yeah. No, that's important, giving that type of experiences and different perspectives. Jean, along the same lines, you've been in multiple roles impacting the students in terms of a coach, a teacher, a baker, a salsa maker, everything across the board, an entrepreneur. What role do you think you've had where it mostly or it most impacted the students in terms of their direction, where they're headed? What role do you most cherish, I guess, is a similar question.
I think just being able to listen to them
Okay.
and just hear them. I mean, that's all they want, is just for
Yeah.
you to listen to them, because
Yeah.
we're on such a fast pace right now. We're on a fast moving pace right now, and parents have to work the economy, and they don't parents don't have time right now. And kids, that's what they want. They want people to listen, and they're not
Yeah.
getting as much. So listening to them and just listening. I don't say anything. Sometimes I'm sitting here and they're like, "Can I talk to you?" Sure, pull up a chair. And I'm still working, and they're like talking away. Are you listening? I go, "You said this, this, and this." Oh yeah, she's listening.
Okay.
So I
Yeah.
think just listening to them, and if they have a question, honestly answer it. I mean, I've never been afraid, and I tell them I'm not afraid to answer anything. Just ask me. And then like, "Are you sure?" Like, yeah, it depends what it is. Like, don't get personal. But if it's something you want to know about the world, I'll figure it out. If I don't know it, I'll find it for you. Just tell me.
Yeah.
Oh, love it. Love it. Jean, just to kind of put perspective of this, how long have you been an educator? How many years?
20. This is my 22nd year.
Okay. And the reason why I ask that is I'm just trying to put into perspective how many kids, family members you've impacted throughout those years, right? So it's
No, it's
hundreds
weird
and
when they tell me you were my mom's teacher. I'm like, what? When? Or my students go, "Here's my baby. When did you have a baby? Like, you're still a kid." Like, she goes, "No, I'm a teacher already." Why did you become a teacher? Because I want to be like you. I'm like, no, don't be like me.
That's a compliment, Jean. That's a compliment. I always loved when my kids were younger. I would drop them off at my old school and see teachers that I had when I was a student. I always thought that was a really neat opportunity to share with my kids.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, I have parents that want to come in chit chat. I'm like, remember, or they tell me about their older siblings that they had me, and how they have to be with me because their siblings told them that they had to come into my class. I'm like, okay, I guess. So it's a lot of fun. I love it. It's work, but it's fun.
Jean, you've had an enormous career and impact on so many. And with the experience you've had, if you could go back and give your 10-year-old self about learning, purpose, or life, what would you tell her?
Keep doing the same thing you're doing. I would not change a thing. Always walk with a purpose. Always keep going and helping others. Just keep doing what you're doing.
I love that. You've had such a, say again, I interrupted you.
No, I was talking to myself. We tend to do that every once in a while.
My mom would always joke, it's okay to talk to yourself just as long as you don't answer yourself.
Exactly. You answer yourself, there's something going on.
It's a privilege to have the opportunity to connect with you, particularly in your busy work week. Thank you for taking time out of your day. Randy, do you want to close?
Yeah, sure. All I want to say, Jean, is wow. And what a conversation. Jean, you are the true definition of we are all awesome. You're a mom of 6, a grandmother of 3, science teacher, nurse, entrepreneur, coach, and master fundraiser. But more than that, you're living us and giving us a reminder of what it means to give your full heart to your family, to your students, the parents, and your community, right? Your story just proves that greatness isn't just found in titles or awards. It's found in the everyday impact, the selfless hours. You talked about working 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night, and the lives you've touched along the way. You've been a role model, not just for your children and grandchildren, but for every student you've taught, every athlete you've coached, and every person who's been lucky enough to cross paths with you. You shared with us the phrases of, I can't, I don't know, do for others. They can do anything if they just try it. Ask for help, right? You talked about the importance of building relationships with one another. I can't emphasize how important that is for our students, our audience members, to really understand the importance of relationships and building those strong relationships and the different type of bonding that you could have with extracurricular activities, right? And you also ended with, you can do anything you put your mind to. So on behalf of the We Are All Awesome show, Carter and myself, thank you, Jean, for really inspiring us with your resilience, your compassion, and your unstoppable spirit. You are proof that one person really can lift up an entire community by listening and hearing the students and the kids. And to our listeners, remember, awesomeness is not something you wait for. It's something you live out loud, just like Jean, right? Until next time, keep shining, keep lifting others, and always remember, we are all awesome. Widdy up.
Widdy up. Jean, show me that again. Show us that picture.
When my kids were younger.
Oh, wow. Look at them.
Yeah, we got to put that on the center, right, Brighton center for sure.
Beautiful. I love that, Jean. Thank you.
Thank you.
Widdy up. Make it count. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. You too. Enjoy.
Yes.
Thank you.